I'm through with writing the plan. And this one now is already a white sheet for just taking notes, while I will now start doing my 15 minutes of dancing. If I get some more ideas, what I can be tattooing onto these faces. This post has been something. Here it's, you guys are not worth ants for me. Somebody said that in a stream. That's a coffee. Ooh, that's a coffee stain. Coffee pot stain. And here it's, I've been dicing this. Okay, I get you. Here it's, just breathe. There's air all around us. Somebody said that on TikTok. And that this is uninstall all, please. Please, can you? Please. Well, I want to make them become, please, do that. Okay? I will do these kind of things. Here it's just Pang and partner tattoo. Disclaimer. So it'll be like a disclaimer. People have strange tattoos. And here it is. My face is never gonna be tattooed on. Really? Well then. Here it is, some Swiss German, another Pang. And then here, this is so delida. We say that in the region of Switzerland I come from. We have this. We talk like this, telling you. And that's the first one I ever have been drawing. Pleonasm, orgasm, and then she has this. So if I have any other ideas, I will just write them down. So my dancing won't be that boring. And now let's get to this. That's the plan. Like all the, the many things that I had written down now make sense. So I will start with juggling and then the two-sided table tennis thing. I'm just liking to do these things. So, starting the day with something that I really like doing, and then stretch the back of my knee. Yes, I can see, I don't really like this exercise, but I can really see why I need to do this, because I don't want to get into knee pain or any operations further down the road. So I'm like, oh yeah. Then it's the chin-ups. I really love them because by now I can do a chin-up, count until 10, and let myself down very slowly. It's just fun to see that I can do that. And then the next thing is still something that I do upright. I will be dancing, not for 2 hours, not like I did in the prison. There I was dancing for 2 hours, jumping, doing aerobics and all sorts of things. But by that, I'm actually wearing down my cartilage and bone structure for nothing. So now I will just dance 15 minutes and interweave these handshake and the stretch band thing, the whirling around my own axis into this whenever I don't really, want to do this dancing anymore, when I kind of feel the music gets too boring, and then I'm done with this sort of cardio. Then I get onto the vibra plate for 20 minutes. It's down there. Oh, there is something else in the picture that you probably don't really know why I have this one in my room. Oh, needs explanation somehow. So, and once I've done the vibra plate, I'm still doing stand-up things like I'll roll the sphere. I can also do that while I'm on the vibra plate. I can swing my leg as well as I'm on the plate, or I can do the carry the leg over a bar chair while I'm on the vibra plate, but not in the way that it's supposed to be done. See, because I'm on the vibra plate, I already know, oh, next will be something really, that one is so boring. So I will go, oh yeah, I will be rolling the sphere. Oh, let's do it while I'm on the vibra plate. So I'm kind of like, oh yeah, I'm already ahead of my plan. And the vibra plate, anyhow, is I need to either tighten my muscles so I can feel the vibration all throughout my body, or then I'm doing a movement, so I'm gliding through the muscles. Some of them get tightened and loosened while I'm doing a motion. So, I can like interweave these. And when I have done the vibra plate, I will then actually swing the leg. This is a Theodorn thing, I do need to do for my hip. And then I will carry my leg over a bar chair. And that one already, is so interesting. And I need only do it 10 times if I do it every day. And I can do it like until 50 centimeters towards my face already. So to get it done until I actually touch my chin, kiss of foot is possible with a leg. Until that one is possible, I just wait. That one can, in a year, whatever. I don't have to worry about it. I just do the swing of the legs, because if I just do it 10 times every day, very lazily, as I'm doing it right now, with these things that I'm having hanging up here, I hold myself onto this one and do it. With that one already, I have major improvements to my hip. Telling you. So I can do that very easily. And then I will take these here, because I'm such a rewarded weight carrier. When I love doing these. No problem for me to do these exercises. I tend to do them too often and too vigorously. Because when I was a child, I was being rewarded for lifting up a melon when I was real small. And I still have that. I don't recall, people told me later on. I probably still have this remembering within my system. So, these 6 times holding up these bottles until just lifting them up on to shoulder level, then like having them on shoulder level and waiting until my arm sinks, and then also to kind of have them on shoulder level in a different position, and then just pushing them up into the air, no problem. Now here it gets to be a problem, because the thing is, why am I talking about problems? Well, once I have done the dancing, I don't get into thinking about things and stopping this whole exercise as I did today, because today I went like, oh yeah, now that I have been dancing a little bit, I had the idea to write down, oh, I can do this while I'm dancing. I've already done that. To move about with a rubber band behind my head and in front. I already did that while I was jumping. So I went like, while am I just jumping about? Let's write it down. But then while I was sitting here, of course, then I was like interrupting this cardio thing. But here, once I'm here, I don't stop the whole exercise, because stretching the front thigh while kneeling is so painful. I can always interrupt this with doing a pull-up that I have no ability to do at all, and go back and forth 10 times. So by doing that, I reward myself with this horrible exercise where the front of my thigh really hurts. because that one to make a pull-up is like really horrendous. I studied the correct arm position. I studied the correct how I have to kind of engage the chest. So I know how I have to do it, and I can't just jump up into a pull-up. So that's why it's really hard to do. And the same with the chin-up, by the way. Where is it? The chin-ups. I really love doing those. And I'm doing them correct because I'm kind of turning my hands so that it feels like hugging somebody. I already studied this chin-up. So while I do that, I know I have the kind of correct arm position. It's not really possible, you know. The thing is too short where I am kind of pulling myself up. But otherwise, I'm doing it all correct, and I do it slowly, and then I count until 10, and then I let myself down real slow again. So I'm really engaging my core muscles, and I'm stretching out my legs towards the front. So I know I'm doing that one correctly. So that's really nice. So here I need a kind of sort of force myself through, I found out today. And then I will do the wheelbarrow. That's when I just hook my whole feet, the whole leg or whatever, what feels better, into my hammock, and then start just walking on my hand. Handstand would be like in 10 years if I'm ever able to do a handstand, okay. And now this is the Tibetan things here. Like while I'm doing this, well, first is the 20 minutes I'm laying on my back like a bug, and I cycle with my legs in the air. And while I'm doing this gets so boring for 20 minutes. I've done that 11 days in my life. So I tend to want to do some other movement. So I'm also doing a kind of a side plank while I'm still laying on my back, you know, by kind of turning to the left and turning to the right side and still cycle with my legs, because 20 minutes my legs never touch the floor. That's the rule. I don't have to think about anything else, but legs never touch the floor. And the closer my legs are to the floor, the harder this one is felt, you know, in my stomach. So just the cycling that I need to do for like a bug isn't really difficult. But after a while, this one gets so boring. You start actually to stretch your legs. That's what happened to me when I did this. And you start to kind of explore different positions, you know, that are harder and more strenuous, and then go back again to just move like a bug.